Developing a healthier mindset is very important because it is our mindset that shapes our reality. And it is our reality that shapes our mindset. So the big question is, well, how can I create a healthier mindset with my reality? That's where the challenge is. However your life may look right now, what can you do? Not those around you need to do, but what can you do to create a healthier mindset? What can you do? Because again, it is our mindset that shapes our reality. And in order for us to see a different reality, we have to start changing things within our mind to help create a better mindset. That is not easy. I have always been one to give smiles, to always seem happy. And I was always the one who was always positive. Very positive. Me going in and out of the hospital. Me having surgery after surgery after surgery, especially at such a young age. Experiencing immense pain that is undescribable. Again, at such an early age. And I still found a way to smile and be positive. Well, eventually, as I got older, it became harder for me to smile. It became harder for me to be positive. It actually came so hard where I had a severe mental breakdown. This breakdown consisted of an ambulance being called, me being transported to a hospital, me being placed on 5150, which in short is basically me being stripped from all of my rights for 72 hours due to a psychiatric hold. So how does a person who is always smiling and positive and always seemed positive or projected that he is positive, how can someone like that go to a place like that, being on a psychiatric hold? Which 5150 in other words is you're crazy, you lost your mind. That's what 5150 essentially is. So how does a person go from, again, being positive and smiling, despite what he goes through, to having that severe mental breakdown, being in the hospital, being stripped from his rights for 72 hours, being on a psychiatric hold? How does that happen? Well, I'll tell you. It is again, like I said earlier, it is our mindset that shapes our reality, and our reality shapes our mindset. See, for me, I was in a constant battle between my mind and reality. And it got to the point where my reality started to become harder and harder and harder for me to break through, or for me to continue to endure. So it got to the point where I couldn't continue pushing through. I couldn't withstand the storm. It got to that point. It got so bad where I essentially gave up mentally. And because of that, it led me going down a very dark path. The purpose of me telling you that is because I want you to know and understand that it is possible, despite how your reality may look. During that time was not the easiest. A lot of stuff was going on within my personal life. A lot of stuff was going on personally and professionally, and it got to the point where it just really became a lot to bear. lose a lot of weight, a lot of weight. Again, at such an early age, you know. And me having the disability I had, me being in a wheelchair, did not help at all. I was very frustrated, as you can imagine. And so the purpose of me telling you that, sharing that with you, is it is possible to create a healthier mindset. Regardless of how your reality may look, regardless of how your world may look, it is possible to develop a healthier mindset. How do you do that? Well, you start to self-reflect. What are you doing what are you doing that is shaping your reality? Because everything that you are doing is shaping the reality that you are currently living. In order for you to change your reality, you have to start working on the things. I can't use my other hand, excuse me. But you have to start changing things within your mind. The information you have in your mind, the thoughts that tell you you can't do it, give up, all those, the thoughts that appear in one's mind and the actions you take for oneself determines where you go. So in order to go to a different direction, you have to start improving the thoughts within your mind. And in order to do that is you need new information. Because it is the information that we know, the information that we have within us is creating our reality. For me, I started learning from those who were living the lifestyles I wanted to live. Started to learn from those people. What is it that they're doing? What is it that they are doing that I am not? And I started to slowly work on that. Okay, you know what? That seems to be working for them. Let me try that too. I started reading books. I started to learn more. The more you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more you continue to learn. Be a student. The best advice I can give is be a student to life. Be a student to life, because life never stops teaching. That is one thing. No matter how much you know, no matter how much you experience, there is always something that you have yet to learn. How do you learn? Self-reflect from your actions. What could you improve? What could you do better? How could you be better? Self-reflect. Learn from your mistakes. And most importantly, do not be afraid to face the person in the mirror. It is you against you, I promise you. I love you, I appreciate you, and remember, roll through what you're going through. Much love.